So I'm going to do a pistachio bowl, and I'm going to use a leftover wood from another project. You remember the other project that I did? And I'm going to use pistachio shells, but wait a second. Let me start from the beginning. How do I go there? I've got a patty, and I'm going to use, you'll see what I'm going to do with the patty. It looks like I'm more like I'm a baker and I'm doing some pita bread or something. But in the meantime, if you're watching me doing that, you've got time to subscribe and to like my channel. I'm using pistachio shells. I put them onto the dough, not the dough, the patty, just holding the pistachio, so I can fill up inside the pistachio. I can fill up with the same color of resin, similar to the color of the paduk. I want to say thank you to my wife for eating all those pistachios and keeping for me the shells. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shells for this project. For the resin that I'm going to use for the bowl, I'm going to use black, pearl black, and I'm going to use interference red into the black, and let's see how this one is going to play for me. I put paint inside, I put resin inside the pistachio, so it's not going to look only white. So it's going to have like pieces of paduk sitting in the pistachio. I don't know, maybe it's another dimension. I'm trying. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe if it's not going to be what I want 100%, I will do another one later and improve on this one. You know that I'm using the parting tool from Blackline Tools. I was fortunate enough to get a present from them, the handle and two shafts with the carbide tools, the square one and the V1 or the triangle one, and I bought another two of them. I bought the round one and the swan neck one for holding. So thank you very much for them to sending this one to me. I probably will do another video on this tool if I like it or not, but I'm going to use it on this project also. Like I said, they gave me the handle as a present, and I'm thank you for that. But if it's not good, I'll say it's not good. And the other two I bought myself, like I bought the parting tool. Now I'm starting to square it. I'm making a tenet again, a small tenet in the back, and I'm going to turn it around. And the big tenet that I had from the beginning, from the wood that I didn't fill up all the way, that's the one that you can see now. That's going to be the bottom, the base of the bowl. It's going to be a wide base, and I'm going to finish with that. And let's start cutting through. I'm using the round carbide tool. That's the one that I bought. I'm joking. And it cuts the paduk beautifully. Really does. You can see that it doesn't come out from the paduk as small pieces, but it comes out as shavings of the paduk. And I'm really, really, really impressed. I start creating the shape of the base of the bowl. What I'm trying to achieve is a wide base, a shallow one that I will have on the outside. I'll have the resin with the shells. I lost one or two shells. I'll fix it a little bit later. I didn't lose the shell. I lose the inside, the resin of the inside, and I will fix it later. And I'm going to leave, like I said, a wide base for this one, so I can use it to put shells and to put a pistachio in, and it's not going to rock around. As you can see, I lost one or two or even more I inserted the resin inside the shells, and one or two of them I found. The one that I didn't find, I'm going to redo it. I'm just squaring down the with the square carbide tool, making the place for my logo automatically, and I turned it around. I didn't bother you to show you how I'm turning it around, and now I start doing the inside of the bowl. And here what I'm trying to achieve is to have in the middle resin with pistachio shells, and on the outside I'm going to have the you can see the pistachio and the resin. I'm using the round carbide tool from Blackline, um, and I'm cutting with that. But if you ever look, I'll stop it a little bit later. If you have a look at it, it's the only time that I had an effect like that, a result like that, is when I'm using my skew on the outside, and it's so smooth that I almost don't have to use sandpaper. And I will, when we'll finish here, we'll see how good does it cuts if we need to use a lot of sandpaper also from 80 or from 120 further. Cutting down the shape to where I want it to be, um, a wider bowl, and in the middle I'm going to leave the resin and the pistachio, and I'm going to cut it here slowly. So I'm going to create a shape, and the place where the paduk is joining the resin, that's a very sensitive area that I have to be very careful. So I'm not going to scratch it down because the paduk likes to break in those places and to rip off. Look now at the finish that I'm getting by using the carbide. Look at it. I'm impressed. I really am impressed. I just doing the last small cuts for the end, and then I'm going to do a tenet in the middle, a very shallow tenet. I'm going to hollow it anyway, but I'm going to make a tenet at the moment, so I can turn it around and finish the back, the base of the of this project, of this bowl. And I'm not going to do a deep one. I'm going to be a very shallow one because then later I'm going to machine it to get the size of a cup sitting inside. Just drilled it already in, so I will be able to work it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two small pockets, um, or actually five small pockets with plastic, so I can put some more resin in because I lost some of the pistachio resin. Remember that this idea I learned from Moon Pie Production. He came out with this idea. Actually, I saw it on his channel, and from this day I'm using it all the time. Left it overnight, and now we're going to continue with the inside, removing all the excess of what I just added with resin, the outside on the inside, and then I will turn it around and I'll finish the base, and then I'll turn it around again. Last minute small changes of the design. There was the base had too many pieces missing, so I had to rethink of the design. And like I said, I'll turn it around and I'll finish the base of the paduk. I started here on 240. Actually, I could start also at 320. Um, and then I moved into the pads with water for the resin on the outside and on the inside in the middle. Then of course I'm going to go with Yorkshire grid all over, and after the Yorkshire grid I'll put Obi's shine juice, and let's see how this one is going to shine on us. At the moment you put the Obi shine juice, look at the shine of this wood. I think I'm in love with this wood. Got the beautiful color, orangey, dark orangey colors, beautiful, and the Obi shine juice works with it so nice. Look at it. Look at the patterns. Unbelievable. We turn it back again, and we're going to finish the inside of the bowl. The last finishes, the last changes of design, using the small carbide from Easy Tools, and in the inside, the cleaning and the roughing, removing a lot of material. I'm using the blackline round tool. The center I'm going to do so it can take a cup, a large cup. So if we're going to use, you can put the shells of the used shells, and you can put it inside. Then you can lift it up and throw it away and just bring a refill. The same thing. I started with on this side. I started with 320. Then I used pad with water, and after that I'm going to use Yorkshire grid, Obi shine juice, and I think that will be the end of it. And then we'll see how is the shine, how does it look like, if I like it or if I don't like it. Let's see. I think that Paduk and Obi shine juice is a marriage made from heaven. Seriously. Look, he just brings, suddenly it brings up the whole thing like to shine. You can actually see the reflection of my hand inside the wood. Look at the shine. Really, really look at the shine. I'll turn it around. I'll put my logo on, and that's basically how it looks like in the light. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my channel, and very, very important. And please, please, please comment at the bottom if you like it or if you don't like it. What would you like me to do? What would you like to see or change in the project? Thank you very much. Cheers, and I'll see you in my next video.